much, everybody. Good afternoon from rainy Oxford. Yesterday we have a lot of sun. Today is rainy. Typical weather for England. But actually not so much, so I can make the stream outside. Some days ago I found excellent place for streaming. Right now I am in Ashmolean Museum, in one of the oldest museum in the world, and definitely the oldest in England, you can imagine. And here on the top, on the building, on the roof is the terrace. Here actually the restaurant. People have some lunch here. I take coffee. Actually, the price for coffee is the same in restaurant or in just normal coffee shops. They are the same. So it's nice to visit such a place and tell you the new story. So, as I told you yesterday, I became a tour guide in Oxford, and I am just very happy of this because I'm feeling like I coming back home. For me, it was very important to be tour guide in Ukraine. I so like this job because I was able to meet people from over the world. It was so amazing, you know. And when the war started, I understand, how it's bad because we don't know when we have tourists again because of the war and everything is going on. So I try myself in different fields, but now I coming back for guiding, but unfortunately not in Ukraine. I very hope that very soon we come back, but in Oxford, in England. So my idea is connect my experience, the history of Ukraine with English history. I think it would be really great. So today we're going to talk about detective, English detective. You know, that's England, very famous with different like murder story, about detective. The most famous is Sherlock Holmes. Do you remember Sherlock Holmes? By the way, if you're from England, write me what detective story did you read in childhood? Because in Ukraine, I think from 1916, 1917s, English detectives were very popular. I remember my aunt, she had the library, the small library in her house, and her daughter had a lot of books. Actually, she had all the book of Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie. They like it so much. I by myself read Sherlock Holmes. I like it so much. I like different method, very smart method how he used to find the killer and open the murder. Write me down what is your favorite story of with Sherlock Holmes. My favorite story is the Dog of Baskerville. This is a horrible story about the big dog that's was actually like a ghost. People have not seen it, but he make horror over the some region in England. I don't remember what region. Okay, hello, who is watching me? The coffee here, by the way, is really great. I already have been to the History of Science Museum. We delivered the tour there. So today I make tour for the staff of the museum. It was really nice. And this week we're going to make public tour in Science Museum. So you are welcome to Oxford. Today I would like to tell you the story of a detective who live in Oxford. Probably you know about Detective Morse. He is very famous here in England, especially in Oxford, because his story was wrote by it's called Colin Dexter. Colin Dexter, the writer, English detective writer, is from Oxford originally, and all his books and after filming were taken in Oxford. Especially behind of me is the oldest hotel in Oxford, Randolph Hotel, from the 19th century. I can show you there. And the scene of this movie were shooting there. Just, I can show you. So there is the hotel. Oh, this is here, so nice architect. So just there, right, is the hotel. Here is the institute, one of the institute of Oxford University, Taylor Institute, I think. They have very nice old library. I have there for Ukrainian event. If you remember, I am extreme about Ukrainian poetry, so it was there. And from other side is Ashmolean Museum. It's difficult to see from here. Oh. So this is rainy Oxford, but nevertheless it's beautiful because it has great architecture. A part of the Ashmolean Museum, making some Greek style. So if we come back to Colin Dexter and his detective, the detective name is Morris, Detective Morris. Morse. I was watching one of his film, the second serial of the detective. So, and I found story is very interesting and intriguing and connected with British history, because according to that story, American couple, American tourists came to England, to Oxford. They are on the tour in Oxford and they stay in that hotel, Rondell Hotel. The lady, she was like senior and it was her second husband. She held the ancient treasure, the Saxon treasure, wore with buckle. There are special jewelry buckle for Saxon clothes, and this buckle belonged to her former husband who died, and he told that she must go into England and give this buckle to Ashmolean Museum. Just there, Ashmolean Museum, the oldest museum. Yes, so she was in contact with museum, but in the evening she was found dead in her oven room in this hotel. Of course, this is fiction, and Colin Dexter just make up the story. You can watch Inspector Morse, the second serial, and you can find how it's finished. I did not finish yet till the end this, but what is interesting, if you go into Ashmolean Museum, they have Saxon English all collection, and there are in this collection is very interesting jewelry. It's called Alfred Jewellery. This is like the pointer. I don't know if I can upload pictures here or not. Actually, yeah. But anyway, you can find in internet Alfred Jewellery. It is really nice. This is like the pointer, golden and decorated with different treasures, and there is image of English King Alfred. Alfred was very famous here, and actually they live in the time when Anglo-Saxons and Vikings were fighting each other. And Oxford actually was the border city, the border town of Anglo-Saxon kingdom. The son of Alfred, he built town here and in such way became Oxford. It's the town here was built once in 1000, so it's just very, very, very old town. It's much more older than Oxford University. It's so Oxford is not about only about university, but also about wonderful story of Saxon kings, about the ancient story, about very interesting pubs here. Yesterday I was with a group of American tourists and we were visiting different places here. Yeah, so if you would have idea to go to Oxford, you are always welcome. It's a fantastic city. Everywhere, on every corner, you can see a lot of historical building from the 9th century, from the 11th century to the 19th century here in the future. Yeah, so that is the story about murder and jewelry in Oxford. You can write me, it's very interesting if you read any detective from Great Britain, because as I told, that such detectives were very popular in Soviet Union. I remember them from childhood. That is why when other people come here, I think we feel a lot of connections. It's very interesting to visit the places where which you read just about but never visited, but now you can visit them. And actually I can be tour guide in Oxford. This is I think amazing. So I'm finished my coffee, I'm going for my stuff. Thank you a lot for watching. I don't know if you can make comment or not, because there are no any comment. Probably there are something wrong. But anyway, enjoy your day and see you soon.